Introduction. What is a chameleon? Chameleons are a family of scaly reptiles, order Squamata, scientifically known as Chameleonidae. They are mostly diurnal and arboreal lizards with slow, rhythmic movements, solitary and highly territorial. It is estimated that there are between 160 and 200 different species on the planet. They are very ancient animals. Chameleon fossils have been found dating back to the Paleocene epoch, indicating that they have been on Earth for tens of millions of years. Size and diversity. Chameleons exhibit a huge variety of sizes depending on the species. Species size. Bruchisia micra, smallest, 2.9 cm. Nano male less than 2.5 centimeters. Parsons chameleon, Columba personii, up to 70 to 80 centimeters. Classification and species. The family Chameleonidae is divided into two subfamilies. Subfamily Chameleonini, typical chameleons. Includes genera such as Cameleo, 14 species in Europe, Africa, and Asia. Furcifer, 22 species in Madagascar. Columba, 31 species in Madagascar. Trioceros, 40 species in Africa. Bradypodion, 25 species in southeastern Africa. Subfamily Bruchesinae, dwarf chameleons. Includes genera such as Bruchesia, 30 species in Madagascar. Rampholion, 18 species in eastern Africa. Unique physical characteristics. Independent eyes. Chameleons have eyes that can move independently of each other. This allows them to monitor two directions simultaneously and have a nearly 360-degree field of vision. When hunting, both eyes focus in the same direction to provide stereoscopic depth perception. Their eyesight is the best among all reptiles. Projectile tongue. Their tongue is extremely long. It can measure up to 2.5 times the length of their body, and is the fastest in the world. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour, 96 kilometers per hour, in 1/100th of a second. The tip is sticky, allowing them to catch insects from a distance and swallow them whole. Feet and tail. Zygodactyl feet, with opposable Y-shaped toes, 2 toes on one side and 3 on the other. Ideal for gripping branches firmly. Prehensile tail, functions as a fifth limb that helps them anchor themselves while moving or resting in trees. Compressed body and helmet. Their bodies are laterally compressed, and many species have helmets on their heads or crests and horns on their snouts. Color change, much more than camouflage. Although it's popularly believed that they change color to camouflage themselves, the reality is much more complex. Color change occurs thanks to photoreflective nanocrystals in their skin, not pigments as in other animals. It can be voluntary or automatic and has several functions. Communication with other chameleons. This is their primary function. They use colors to show dominance, attract mates, or appear threatening. Mood, bright colors, red, yellow, indicate excitement. Dark colors, blue, brown, black, indicate submission or stress. Thermal regulation. Dark colors absorb heat and light colors reflect it. Camouflage, although not their main objective, it also helps them hide from predators. They only acquire color change after 5 months of age. Initially they are brownish-gray in color. Distribution and habitat. Chameleons are native to the Old World, Africa, Europe, and Asia. Madagascar is home to approximately half of all species, around 40%. Sub-Saharan Africa has most of the remaining species. In Europe, only the common chameleon, Cameleo chameleon, is found, present in southern Spain, Andalusia, Alicante, Cartagena. There are also species in Asia as far south as Sri Lanka, and even introduced species in Hawaii, California, and Florida. They inhabit tropical rainforests, savannas, deserts, and mountainous areas. Diet. They are diurnal visual hunters. Their main diet consists of insects, crickets, flies, etc. Larger species can capture small vertebrates. They also eat plants and some fruits. They hunt by launching their sticky tongue at high speed to catch their prey and bring it whole to their mouths. Behavior. They are solitary and highly territorial. They dislike the company of other chameleons. They live alone. 2 males should never be kept together as they become very aggressive. They often have a characteristic swaying gait. They are arboreal, live in trees, and rarely descend to the ground. Reproduction. They are oviparous. They reproduce by laying eggs. The female can lay up to 100 eggs and hides them underground. Their lifespan in the wild is 3 to 12 years depending on the species. Conservation. The common chameleon, Cameleo chameleon, is listed as near threatened in Spain. Its main threats are human persecution, illegal trade in exotic pets, habitat loss. Are they good pets? They are not easy pets. They require very specific care. High humidity, around 80%. Controlled temperature, lighting, and ventilation. They are animals that stress easily. They are shy and don't like to be touched. They are not recommended for beginners in the world of reptiles. It's best to have only one and always from a captive breeder, never captured from the wild. Fun facts. The chameleon's tongue is the fastest in the animal kingdom. They can change color in just 20 seconds. Their genitals measure 18.5% of their body length. They are able to see ultraviolet light. In America, they are often confused with Anole lizards, which are not true chameleons. In short, the chameleon is a fascinating and extraordinarily adapted animal, whose visual, linguistic, and chromatic abilities make it one of the most unique reptiles in the world. Chameleon-like beauty is not merely a superficial adornment. It is an evolutionary symphony where biology, physics, and art merge. Let's break it down layer by layer because its aesthetic is as profound as it is complex. 1. The living palette, a canvas of liquid crystals. Their beauty doesn't come from static pigments like those of a bird, but from quantum optics. Beneath their transparent skin lies a layer of guanine nanocrystals arranged in a three-dimensional network. By relaxing or tensing their skin, the distance between these crystals changes, reflecting different wavelengths of light. This allows them to generate electric neons, emerald greens, cobalt blues, ruby reds, sulfur yellows, that seem to have been plucked from a galaxy. Some species, like Furcifer pardalis, have gradients that resemble watercolors. Others, like Triaceros jacksonii, possess scales that shimmer with metallic reflections reminiscent of gold or aged bronze. 2. The living sculpture, dragon textures. Its body is a three-dimensional work of art. The hooves and horns. The Columna personii has a nasal casque that resembles an anvil sculpted from jade. The Triaceros jacksonii possesses 3 horns that make it look like a miniature triceratops, bestowing upon it a prehistoric and ancestral beauty. The granulated skin. It is not smooth like a frog's. It has tubercles, dorsal ridges, and scales that resemble pine cones or overlapping petals, creating a tactile relief that plays with the shadows. The spiral tail. When coiled, it creates a geometric perfection, a logarithmic volute or spiral, reminiscent of a fjord or a seashell, giving it impeccable visual balance when at rest. 3. The eyes, towers of jewelry. Their eyes are probably their most mesmerizing feature. They have fused eyelids that leave only a small opening for the pupil, forming cones or turrets that protrude from their heads. These turrets are covered in ringed scales that resemble screw threads carved from ivory or ebony. The independent movement of each eye creates a visual choreography. Watching it look forward and backward simultaneously has a mechanical and alien beauty, like a Swiss precision instrument. 4. The swaying dance, kinetic beauty. Their slowness is paradoxically part of their aesthetic. They walk with a rhythmic and leisurely sway, mimicking the movement of a leaf swaying in the wind. This movement is not clumsiness. It is a calculated choreography that deceives both predators and prey. Watching it advance is like witnessing a budo dancer, Japanese dance theater, moving in slow motion. And suddenly, that slowness is shattered by the explosion of its tongue. In 0.07 seconds, an arc of flesh and mucus shoots out. The beauty here lies in the extreme contrast, utmost stillness followed by utmost speed. 5. Imperfect camouflage, the beauty of ambiguousness. Contrary to popular belief, they often don't try to blend perfectly into their surroundings. When a chameleon feels calm, it adopts muted green or brown tones. But when excited, it stands out instead of hiding. That's the beauty of their contradiction. They use their ability to change to be seen, to court or intimidate, not to disappear. Males in mating season are like walking fireworks. They display such vibrant colors that they completely clash with their surroundings, becoming the absolute focal point of the landscape. 6. Beauty in the tiny. Let's not forget the dwarf chameleon, Bruchesia micra, which can fit on the head of a matchstick. Its beauty lies in its extreme miniaturization. It retains all the details of a large chameleon, tower eyes, tongue, scales, in a space of less than 3 centimeters, like a jewel of natural goldsmithing sculpted by time. In conclusion, chameleon beauty is that of a being from another world. It is the beauty of mutability, of that which is never the same twice. It is the poetry of constant change, an aesthetic lesson that true beauty lies not in always being perfect, but in having the capacity to reinvent oneself chromatically and formally in every moment of life. Let's talk about 2 titans of chameleon beauty. They're like 2 completely different art schools. One is a painterly explosion of color and the other a living, elegant sculpture. Here's a battle of beauties for you to enjoy. The panther chameleon, Furcifer pardalis, the living canvas. If beauty were a rainbow, the panther chameleon would be its masterpiece. It's the top model of the chameleon world, famous for being one of the most visually striking reptiles on the planet. A palette of locations. Its most dazzling characteristic is that its color depends on its place of origin in Madagascar, its locality. It's as if each region has created its own color variant. Ambelope, an explosive mix of red, blue, yellow, and green. Nosy bee, famous for their vibrant blue color which can be turquoise or emerald green. Diego Suarez, they exhibit beautiful shades of green and red. Tumatov, they stand out for their vibrant red coloration. Male versus female, there is marked sexual dimorphism. The males are the ones that display this prodigious variety of colors, with a mix of reds, greens, blues and yellows that resembles a color riot. The females on the other hand are much more discreet, showing shades of brown, gray, pink or peach. A personal signature. Each individual's coloration is as unique as a fingerprint. When a male is excited or wants to show dominance, his colors light up in a spectacular display. Beyond color, their beauty is not just a matter of pigment, but a combination of biological wonders. Their skin doesn't have static pigments, but rather a structure of nanocrystals that reflect light variably, creating a chromatic range impossible to match. Jackson's chameleon, Trioceros jacksonii, the jewel warrior. If the panther is a painter, Jackson's chameleon is a sculptor and goldsmith. Its beauty is more subtle, but equally captivating, with a touch of prehistoric triceratops. The male's crown. Its most distinctive and majestic feature is the three horns possessed by the males. These are not mere ornaments, but bony extensions of their skull that they use to fight for territory and mates. The emerald green. Its base color is a brilliant emerald green. However, it doesn't stop there. They can display yellow and blue markings, and when they are calm and healthy, their color shines with a marvelous intensity. The amber transformation. One of its most beautiful abilities is that, to attract a female or intimidate a rival, the male can change its green color to a lemon yellow. It's as if it transforms from an emerald jewel into an amber one. A miniature rainbow. There are subspecies such as the rainbow Jacksons that elevate this beauty to another level. Against their green or olive base, they display accents in golden, teal and other rainbow colors, which become especially vibrant under the right light. Beauty and structure. Their beauty also lies in their form. They have a crest of triangular bumps along their back and a gaze that, like the panther's, is independent and 360-degree. The dual, two concepts of beauty. Characteristic panther chameleon, Furcifer pardalis. Jackson's chameleon, Trioceros jacksonii. Style, pictorial and explosive. An abstract canvas of pure colors. Sculptural and elegant. An organic design with prehistoric touches. Color, extremely variable and dependent on location. Full rainbow spectrum. Emerald green base with yellow, blue and gold accents. Key feature, the intensity and variety of its coloration. The male's three horns. Signature, each male is a unique and unrepeatable work of art. Its ability to transform from a brilliant green to a lemon yellow. Philosophy, the beauty of excess and diversity. The beauty of structure and transformation. In short, the panther is a celebration of color, a creature that seems painted by an abstract artist. The Jackson is the jewel in the crown, a creature of more understated beauty but with a design and an ability to transform that make it equally magical. The chameleon, in the vast and diverse African continent, is much more than just a reptile. It is a central figure in countless myths, legends and tribal stories, where its unique appearance and behavior are intertwined with explanations of the world. Its role is often that of a divine messenger, though it almost always ends up being a tragic or failed one. Here is a journey through the most fascinating stories that African cultures have woven around this animal. The great foundational myth, the origin of death. The most widespread and powerful myth about the chameleon in Africa is undoubtedly the one that explains the origin of death. This story, with multiple variations among dozens of peoples, Zulu, Xhosa, Bantu, Yao, Venda, among others, shares a common structure and a bitter conclusion for the chameleon. The general story is this. In the beginning, the supreme god, called Umkhulunkulu by the Zulus, Umvelinkanji by others, or Kamatha by the Xhosa, created the world and humankind. Filled with love, he decided to grant humanity the gift of immortality. To do this, he chose his most trusted messenger and summoned the chameleon. He gave him a clear message: go and tell people that they will not die, or that they will be resurrected after death. The chameleon, true to his nature, set out on his journey. However, his legendary slowness and absent-mindedness led to his downfall. Along the way, he stopped to eat from his favorite shrub, the buquesane, a plant known as tickberry or wild sage, wasting precious time. Meanwhile, God, seeing the delay, grew impatient or angry. He decided to send a second, much faster messenger. Depending on the version, this could have been a lizard, a salamander, a gecko, a thrush, or a hare. This new messenger, agile and swift, arrived long before the chameleon and delivered a radically different message. God says that men will die, or that death is the end. When the chameleon finally arrived with its message of eternal life, humans had already heard and accepted the other one. They didn't believe it, they ridiculed it, and its message was ignored. Thus, humanity became mortal, and the chameleon, despite its good intentions, forever bore the blame for arriving late. For this reason, in many cultures, the chameleon is seen as an unlucky, untrustworthy, and even hated animal. Variations of the myth. One message, many cultures. The story of the origin of death has as many versions as there are peoples who tell it, each adding their own nuance. Aluyi people, Upper Zambezi here, the message of immortality is given by the sun god, and the message of death by the moon goddess. The chameleon is the messenger of life, and the hare the messenger of death. Akamba people, East Africa, in their version, God sends the chameleon and a thrush with the same message of immortality, but it is the thrush who twists and changes it. Yao people, Malawi, Mozambique, Tanzania here, the lizard is not sent by God, but secretly overhears the message given to the chameleon. Misunderstanding it, it runs to deliver the wrong news. Khotentot people. In one version, the moon sends an insect with the message of immortality, but a hare intercepts it and changes it. In another story, he sends a tortoise, very slow, and a hare, fast, but the hare forgets the message and reverses it. The sacred side, messenger of the gods. Not all stories are tragic. In the Yoruba religion, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, the chameleon occupies a sacred and respected place. Ajemo, this is the name of the chameleon spirit that serves as a messenger of Olorin, the supreme being and creator of the pantheon of deities, Orishas. Ajemo is not a mere animal, but a divine being that carries messages between Olorin and the Orishas, moving between worlds. The first being on Earth. For the Yoruba, the chameleon was the first creature sent to Earth to inspect it. Its slow and careful gait is a symbol of the prudence and meticulousness that should be practiced in life. Once the chameleon confirmed the land was ready, they proceeded to populate it. More legends, cunning, origin, and punishments. Beyond the myth of death, the chameleon stars in other stories that explain its characteristics or celebrate its intelligence. The origin of its color change. Kant the chameleon. A West African legend tells the story of Kant, a hypochondriac chameleon who is frightened to discover he has changed color. Believing he is ill, he visits a doctor, often a rabbit, who explains that his ability to change color is not an illness, but a natural gift. The crafty chameleon. Originating in Kenya, this story features a small chameleon who is bullied and mocked by a leopard and a crocodile because of his size. Tired of this, the cunning chameleon uses his wit to set a trap for them and teach them a lesson. This is the story that, according to legend, explains why the chameleon changes color and hides when someone approaches. The Chameleon and the Elephant, Akoli people, Uganda. This is a tale of revenge and cunning. In it, the elephant, out of jealousy, kills the chameleon's father. The chameleon, upon growing up, swears to avenge his death. Despite its tiny size, the chameleon uses its intelligence to defeat the powerful elephant, demonstrating that brains can be stronger than brute force. Superstitions and fears. The dark side of the chameleon. Unfortunately, the chameleon's reputation as a treacherous animal has earned it a place in many negative superstitions, especially in southern Africa. Connection to witchcraft. Many cultures such as the Swazi believe that healers, witch doctors, use chameleons to send evil spirits to families, precisely because of their ability to change color. Cursed bite. The bite of a chameleon, though harmless in reality, is surrounded by fears. Zulu people. They believe that its bite causes a wound that never heals or that the victim will laugh until they die. Sangha people. It is believed that a chameleon bite causes infertility. Maasai people. They consider the chameleon a bad omen and a symbol of witchcraft and evil spirits. General belief. Some believe that its tongue has the power of lightning and that its bite can even change a person's sex. In summary, a myth for each culture. People or region role of the chameleon key story. Zulu, Xhosa, Bantu tragic divine messenger origin of death. Arrives late with the message of immortality. Yoruba, Nigeria, sacred spirit, Ajemo, messenger of the gods and first being to inspect the earth. Ekoli, Uganda, cunning hero outsmarts the elephant to avenge his father's death. Kenya, folklore, cunning and outwitted takes revenge on the leopard and crocodile, explaining why he changes color. Swazi, Sangha symbol of witchcraft associated with evil spirits, infertility and changing fortunes. Maasai bad omen represents witchcraft and evil spirits. As you can see, the chameleon in Africa is a creature of contradictions. It is a divine messenger who fails to deliver, an animal feared for its supposed connection to witchcraft, and also a symbol of cunning and a sacred being. Its image is as changeable as its colors, a true reflection of the continent's rich and complex oral tradition.